Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and the Mansions update is releasing very soon, but we're kind of in a weird situation where we don't really know a whole lot about this update. A lot of question marks surrounding it just because we don't know anything about the inside of these beautiful mansions, which are supposed to be the main thing about these, and a lot of potential features we know nothing about so far. So in this video, we're going to take a look at when we should get more information and more reveals from Rockstar about this update. Now, we already got what seems to be more of a teaser rather than an actual trailer. I mean, this is just a 16-second video and we don't get a whole lot from it besides a look at one of the mansions, which happens to be kind of like the same exact shape as Devin Weston's mansion on the left side of Vinewood Hills. We see a couple of vehicles, a helicopter pass by that's not even a new helicopter, and so I really wouldn't call it an actual proper trailer for this update. I would just say it's a 16-second teaser. I am expecting a bit longer of a trailer that usually comes out about a couple days before the actual release of the update, and if it actually releases on December 9th like everyone's pretty much expecting, it means we should be able to get a lot more information, including a proper longer trailer any day now. And so at the time of this recording, we really don't have anything besides that one newswire that came out pretty much officially 3 weeks before the actual release date of the update, all the way back on November 20th. And if we look at recent DLCs, Rockstar usually releases the official newswire with a proper trailer about a couple days before the actual release of the update. So for example, with the Money Friends update, the newswire and trailer came out 6 days before the release of the update. Agents of Sabotage was exactly 1 week before the release of the DLC. For Bottom Dollar Bounties, it was also exactly 1 week before the release. And for the Chop Chop DLC, it was actually the most amount of time between the proper trailer and the release of the update. It was about 13 or 14 days before the actual release. And so I am expecting is sometime within the next couple of days to get something about this update, unless all we're getting is that one newswire from a couple of weeks ago, which would be a whole 3 weeks before the actual release of this update, as I said. And so if Rockstar decides to not give us any more trailers or reveals about this update before it comes out, it's kind of a bummer because they didn't really show anything of the insides and the interiors of these mansions, which is supposed to be the best part, honestly. I mean, I guess you can say we can see a little bit of the inside from the outside with this update, and that's a really cool feature that it's not just going to be fake windows like other properties. We can actually see the details of the inside of this place, and if you're wondering how that's going to work, it's probably just going to be a default view of what the inside usually looks like. You're not actually going to be seeing every single player walking around on the inside with their customization options, because I hope we get some good customization that's going to make each of these mansion interiors look drastically different from one another. So don't expect each interior to be the same exact one from every player. So a little snippet of the inside, that's basically it though, which is kind of a bummer. We don't know anything about the customization, and that is probably the part I'm most excited for. I mean, sure, the outside of the mansion looks cool and everything, looks super sleek. I love the design of the structure, but I feel like the absolute highlight of it has to be on the inside, and it has to bring in a lot of unique customization that we don't get before with other properties like the high-end apartments or the casino penthouse. It is rumored that it's going to have a lot of similar features to the casino penthouse, like party hosting, for example, and maybe some mini games like we have inside the arcade. That sounds cool, but I am looking for something relatively new that you don't see with other properties. Otherwise, you're just combining multiple features from multiple other businesses and properties and just integrating them into one mansion. That's not really going to give it the best new feeling and to get our money's worth out of it, because they're going to be so expensive. Also worth mentioning, with the Cayo Perico heist, we got the official trailer exactly 6 days before the release of the DLC, and with the Los Santos drug wars, it was actually only 5 days before the DLC. So Rockstar still has time to give us more info on what we're getting with this update, just because we're in a very odd situation not knowing too much about what's really supposed to be the biggest, at least one of the biggest updates of all time in GTA Online. So I'm definitely pretty surprised we know so little so far, even though we're super close to the release. But I do expect to see another newswire from Rockstar before this thing actually releases, with maybe some screenshots, another actual long trailer for this update, longer than 16 seconds at least. They really don't have too long to do this, so expect something relatively soon. If they happen to not release any more information or any more newswires talking about this update before it comes out, I would be pretty surprised, and that definitely will be even weirder than the current situation we're in. Not knowing much about the update, and we only really know the the actual name of this update, a Safe House in the Hills DLC. Also kind of a strange name if you ask me. I just call it Safe House in the Hills. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated with any new information coming. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to the channel for more awesome videos like these that you don't want to miss. Click the video on screen now to see some more awesome content. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.